This is a reminder of heavy spoilers. We're going to show you all the contents of the game that come up through the card draw. Everything in the game, we're going to spoil box openings, rules, new cards, everything. You are warned, spoilers. But if you're interested, then ICO Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. So welcome back to RatherBeBoardGaming. I am Nathan, and this is Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. This will be Game 6 or Year 6 from the movies and the books. Let's take a look at the new items, spells, and heroes. Let's start with the new spell. Okay, this is Confundus. So, you gain an attack if you assign at least one attack to each villain, then you also remove one threat from the location. And I'm sorry about that blue glare from the sleeve. That is from the camera. So, pretty cool card. Only 3, which is nice, so it seems powerful. But there's only 2 of these in the deck. And the deck is getting really thick now. And still, there is no new rule about cycling through the library, removing cards, or culling your own deck as you build it. But there you go, 2 Confundus spells. And that is the only new spell that is added. And here we have Horace Slughorn. He is the only ally added this time. All heroes get to choose one. You gain 1 influence or 1 health. And then you roll the slithering die, which doesn't seem as powerful as some of the last allies we had, especially at a cost of 6. And he gets to roll the slithering die because he is from the Slithering house, and he becomes the head of Slithering house. And so there is Horace Slughorn. And with him, of course, he brought Bezoars. Now, Bezoars have always been there, but if you remember the movie, he had a box of them. And any hero that uses this gains 3 health and draws a card, so that's pretty nice. But the strange thing is, I know these are supposed to be somewhat rare. Snape always had them on hand, and he had a whole box of them, and there's only 2 of these cards in the deck. So, strange. And of course, Felix Felicis. Trying to show you the entire card, and then I'm going to zoom in a little bit. You get to choose 2 of the following. This is awesome. This is an awesome card. So choose 2. You can gain 2 attack, or 2 influence, or 2 health, or draw 2 cards for a cost of 7. It is expensive, but that is amazing. That is a great item, especially if you have the ability to search your discard or your deck and pull items up that you want and use it multiple times. That is great. But again, new powerful item, and there's only 2 of them in the entire deck, with all these cards building up, which is strange. Now this is the Advanced Potion Making book for a cost of 6. All heroes gain 2 health. Then each hero at maximum health gains 1 attack and draws a card. Now I like this. My daughter and I have had several times where one of us has been stunned and just healed all their life or something like that, and we can't take the benefit of healing. Well, now, even if you're already full when you start, you still get some sort of effect, because all heroes with full HP will gain an attack and draw a card. Pretty cool, pretty powerful. But there is only 1 of these in the entire deck, so this must be Severus Snape's old copy of Advanced Potion Making. That's what I'm assuming. Now we have the Deluminator, cost of 6. Now, of course, there is only 1 of these in the deck because this is an item of Dumbledore's design. He made this himself. So there's the artwork, and you get to remove up to 2 threat from a location, or from the location, because there's only 1 active at a time, and that is awesome. Again, only 1 of these in the entire deck. And then the last item, the Elder Wand. And of course we know there can only be 1 Elder Wand. So, for each spell you played this turn, gain 1 attack and 1 health in addition to the spell's ability. So in addition to what you already get from the card stated on it, you gain 1 extra attack and health. That is amazing. And that is cost of 7. So you can just be spending spells that give you money and still get your attack and your health from the wand. Pretty awesome stuff. So those are the new items. 1 hero, 1 spell. Let's now take a look, starting with the new locations, the new cards added in Game 6. Here are the new locations. The first one here is Nocturne Alley. Only reveal 1 dark art card. Nothing happening at first. And you can see the wanted posters for all the Death Eaters that have been released from Azkaban. So there is the first location. The second location is the Burrow, where they had the big attack and sneak attack and destroyed the house. And at this point we're drawing 2 dark art cards. And then the Astronomy Tower location. And look at this. As soon as this location is revealed, all heroes discard an item. And once again, if you do not have an item in your hand at this time, then nothing happens. But you are drawing 3 dark art events every turn. If you let the game get to this point, it is going to be very difficult because there are several cards that say draw another dark event after you. This can get really nasty if you get to this point. So there are the 3 new locations. And again, like previous games, you only use these locations and the others are returned to the box from previous games. And then with the dark art cards, we have another Mors Mordra. We've seen that. And then we have 2 of these. So this is new. Sectum Sempra. And if you remember, that is the spell that Harry discovered in his textbook and used on Malfoy. All heroes lose 2 hit points and cannot gain health back this turn. Wow! That is nasty. So there is the dark art cards. Now let's look at the new villain cards. This is exciting. Now we have Fenrir Greyback. Heroes cannot gain health while he is active. And when you defeat him, all heroes gain 3 health, and you remove 2 threat from the location. So that's pretty cool. And then of course, Malfoy's aunt, Bellatrix Lestrange. You reveal an additional dark arts event each turn. That is nasty. If she comes up during the 3rd event or location, ouch. When you defeat her, all heroes may search their discard pile for an item and put it into their hand, and again remove 2 threat from the location. She is nasty. 9 health. Now, if you remember from last game and you were following along, this is the Lord Voldemort card from the previous game. He was just showing himself, revealing himself to the world, so he had been hiding, gaining power, being sneaky, not really making himself publicly known at that point. Only 10 health. You now return this to the box. You're not going to use this card because we have a new Lord Voldemort card, and he is gaining strength. And every time he is out, you roll the slithering die. On attack, all heroes lose a health. On the influence, you add 1 threat. On the health, you remove 1 attack from all villains, so it's like healing all the villains. And then on draw a card, you all discard a card, just like the other dark art event that comes up. And once again, he is the last hero. You cannot even attack him until you defeat all of his little villain underlings. So there is that. That is pretty nasty stuff. But there is something new in this game. Something added to the game itself that came in the box. So let's see what that is. So here's a look at the player board with your hit point token counter, and you have a turn order card just as a reminder, and your player card with your ability power once you get to game 3. And it's set up to kind of hold it like that on the table. I haven't shown this in a while. This is where you store your attack and your influence. So the reason I'm showing you this, you don't get to always see this. We usually have these off to the side and stuff, but you don't always get to see this in the game. If you remember, last game we added this card, the owls. So the students were studying for their owls, and there was only 2 of these in the deck in the game. So now you are to remove this. Hopefully, if you've played through, you know the turn order and you know how to play. And you are to replace it with a proficiency. So let me zoom in on this one. There we go, a proficiency. And then it would just replace it here in front of your board and give you an additional secret ability. So let's zoom in and take a look at these new ability cards. Okay, so here are the new proficiency cards. These are really cool. I like this. This really updates the characters probably the most since I think the 3rd game, where you each got your own individual ability. Now you get to go through all of these and choose the one that you want. So you can really customize your character. So that's pretty cool. So here is the Defense Against the Dark Arts proficiency, of course. Each time a dark art event or villain causes you to discard a card, then you gain an attack and 1 health. Unless a card says that it prevents you from healing or something like that, but there you go. Transfiguration. Once per turn, you may discard an item to search your deck for a card with a value of 5 or less influence and add it to your hand. Then you shuffle your deck. So you transfigure that card into something that you want. So that's pretty cool. Charms. Once per turn, you may discard 2 spells. If you do, all heroes gain 1 influence and draw a card. So that's pretty cool, especially if you late in the game after you've bought some really strong, powerful cards and you keep pulling up the a handful of Alohamoras. So that's pretty cool. Divination. Each time you play an item, you may look at the top card of your deck and choose to leave it on top or discard it. And that is pretty cool. You can really cycle through your deck if you're building an item-heavy deck. Really cool. Potions. If you play at least 1 ally, item, and spell on the same turn, then any 1 hero gains 1 attack and 1 health. So that's pretty cool. So if you're building a well-rounded deck, you'll be doing that pretty often. So, Herbology proficiency. If a hero gains 3 or more health on your turn, that hero draws a card. So it just beefs up your healing ability a little bit. So that's pretty cool. History of Magic. Each time you acquire a spell, any 1 hero gains 1 influence. To me, this one doesn't seem very powerful. I'm not for sure. I haven't play tested or anything like that, but it says each time you acquire a spell, and I'm assuming that means when you buy a spell, then any one hero gains 1 influence. So, okay, Flying Lessons proficiency. Once per turn, you may discard 5 influence. If you do, remove 1 threat from the location. That's pretty cool. So sometimes the threat's just getting out of hand. You don't see a card that you really want. There's been several times where we have discarded 2 or 3 influence, but 5 seems like a lot to just discard. But if there's nothing out there you really want, you didn't want to clog up your deck, you could just remove a threat. So that's pretty cool. Gives you another way to do that. And then ARITHMANCY. So this proficiency allows cards that let you roll a house die cost you 1 less to acquire. And if you notice, the key word here is cards. All cards, whether it's an ally, an item, a spell, any card that you acquire that lets you roll a house die, cost you 1 less influence to acquire. That's awesome. But this is what, to me, makes it great. Each time you roll a die, you may choose to re-roll it once. But it's only once, so you do have to take the second roll. But still, that's pretty powerful, because especially if you're just wanting that one extra influence, and you take the Gryffindor die and don't get it, or that one extra attack, you take the Slytherin die and don't get it. You know, a 50-50 chance on a die, and then you do it twice, you have a much better chance. So those are the new proficiency cards. Some of them seem really cool. Can't wait to test them out in the game. So stick around and join us. See how we do in Game 6, Year 6 of Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. And welcome back. We are about to begin Game 6. Before we begin, I wanted to show you, I talked about the stack. Now, it is getting quite a bit out of hand, especially with the card sleeves. It's easily twice as big than it normally would be, but still, that's a pretty big stack. That's why the cards, they made them so thin. But yeah, that's a bit ridiculous. That's why my daughter and I have been, last game we both thought it was a pretty good idea. I'll try to get it as even as I can. We'll have 2 stacks and just fill up the rows. There we go. And I wish I had recorded, because it was funny and I knew it would be. She was so excited about passing her owls and getting a proficiency. So she went through them. And which one did you take?
The defense against the dark arts.
Okay, and what does it do?
Each time a dark art event or villain causes you to discard a card, you gain an attack and a health.
Nice. Now there are some cards that say, you know, you cannot heal this turn, or if you're stunned, you can't heal. So of course that means you get those things if it's legal and able to. Now I was looking at that one, but I let her choose first, and I thought really she might take the ARITHMANCY, and I'm really keen on this one. I showed it to you before we started here. The only problem is there are several allies that let you roll the die, and there are the Hogwarts A History book, but they may not come up very often.
Yeah, that's the thing.
In a 4-player game, I would probably take this, because you're going to cycle through the cards more often. But I decided to go with Herbology, even though that's more of Neville's field. I'm going with Herbology because it says if a hero gains 3 or more hit points on my turn, that hero draws 3 cards. Well, if I do 3 damage, that immediately heals somebody for 2. So all I gotta do is do 1 more heal. So I think I might can double that up and trigger it a few times and get some card drawing, unless something prevents us from drawing cards. So it was a toss-up. I'm going to stick with that. So let's get going. Oh, nice. Right off the bat, we've got some allies and some dice rolling.
Woo!
And
some low and high cards. I need to shuffle.
Now, I'm almost wishing I had taken the other one, because right off the bat, I could get dice rolling going.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Happens.
I'm not used to so little cards.
Yeah. Ugh.
I hate her.
Dolores Umbridge right off the bat. A Dementor and Draco.
That's not fun.
Nope. But from now on, we will have 3. So, but we also have 2 special abilities. We just got to remember to use them. Okay. I have my hand, so whenever you're ready, we'll determine who goes first.
Okay.
You going first?
Sure.
Sure? Okay. We start off with only 1 dark art card and lose 1 hit point.
Okay, I'll wait a minute.
And then I have to draw another one. Lose a hit point and discard a card. Woo!
I'll do it. Because every time it makes me lose a card, I gain a heart. I get an attack.
Nice. So she gets to use her defense against the dark arts on first turn. That is nice. Okay. Nothing there. And then you lose 2 hit points from the Dementor. Nasty.
I wish it was something like every time you lose health, you gain back half or something.
But what does it say?
It's only when you discard.
Discard. Gotcha. Okay.
I have 3 coins. Can't really do that much, but I'm gonna get another attack because of my little pet.
Okay. So she took an attack from Crookshanks. You could get the chocolate frog, or you could just burn the coins. Okay. Well, go ahead and... You didn't really show your cards, so... Let's just make sure we show the cards as we play them, so we don't get lost.
I'm gonna have to do him just because he has so much health.
Yeah, and it's constant damage, so... Alright, let's see what happens to me. I lose 2 hit points, and I'll lose 2 hit points. Okay. I will gain 1 attack, and that is an ally. So, I gain an influence, and since I played an ally, I gain an attack. So there's 2, and then I have 3 Alohamoras for 3 more influence. That is 4 influence. Total 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll just go ahead and take floor. Sorry.
You also have to take a heart.
Hope you didn't.
You have to take a heart.
And
you take a heart.
Value 3.
No, 4.
4 or more, I'm sorry. I lose a heart. Whoop. And let's hit him for 2. And that's it. Your turn.
Okay. Well, I have 4 spells. I'm going to use them to go ahead and get my extra coin.
From your passive?
And then I can either get 2 coins or 1.
Okay, so just go ahead.
But you didn't do the
Gotcha. Then you may not get that yet. Alright, lose 2 and lose 2. Okay, so go ahead and burn those 4 up there. She's got 4 of her Alohamoras. And her passive says if she plays 4 spells, she gets an influence, so she has that on her board.
I have 5.
7. If you take 2, I know you want him.
Dude, might as well. It's so good early
It's such a good card, especially this early.
I know.
Kingsley, goodness.
I'll take the heart, dude. It doesn't matter.
So she lost a hit point here, but she used her Beetle to Bard to give herself 2 coins.
It's worth it.
Well worth it, in my opinion. I do not disagree at all.
Ooh.
Polyjuice. Ah, if you can get that and use that on Kingsley.
Well, it says an item. Oh, choose. Oh.
Yeah, you choose an ally and copy them.
That's good.
So I'm leaving that up there?
Yeah, you definitely are.
Okay, let's see what happens. Add a threat.
And take 2 health.
And take 2 health.
Take 2 more.
And then take 2 more. Woo! This is getting nasty. Now, I was hoping I could have got this with my first hand. That would have been 3 damage. And I could have...
Healed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm already going to get knocked out. I'm just going to say that.
Well, me too. And if I defeat an enemy, I'll gain an influence. No, I will not defeat an enemy. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more influence from Alohamora. So.
I'm just waiting for me to have to discard a card again.
4 influence.
Ooh.
Oh, I really wanted that Polyjuice potion, but I will leave it for you. Because getting Kingsley that early and then being able to copy him. I think I'm going to go ahead and take him just because it's an ally. And if you have to discard him, you can still get that. So, I will go ahead and do that.
Wait, can't you get another card on the board?
Nope.
Oh.
And I'll go ahead and attack him. And there are the owls. If they would have been up last time, I would have got them.
Well, I'm taking those.
All heroes lose a hit point.
And I'm out.
Okay, she's out because of the Dementor.
Well,
I am out.
Him.
Oh yeah, and I am out as soon as I lose a hit point.
That means we add 3.
Add a threat.
We add 3.
And then both of us got stunned, which adds a threat. That was a horrible, horrible turn. Horrible turn.
Hey, it's okay. I can remove one.
Woo-hoo. There we go. 2 knockouts already. I still have to draw my cards and discard.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and just do my turn. Ooh, I can kill him. So I'm getting 1 from Crookshank, then 2 from Kingsley. I would gain a heart, but can't. And then also get to remove the threat from the location. So if you could, please do that.
Okay, hold on.
And I can't do anything with. I can't do anything with 2 points, so I'll give you 1 point for your next turn.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and get rid of him.
Excellent.
And we get no health, and we remove the threat from the location.
Yeah. Normally we would both get 2 health, but you can't heal while you're stunned. So, but you knocked him out, so that's nice. And you didn't buy anything this turn?
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I had 2 points, but I gave you 1.
A shame.
Oops.
That's okay. So I will, at the end of your turn, I heal up.
That's not that bad.
Death Eater. No, it's not that bad. Now, since I was stunned, I'm supposed to lose 2 cards, and I guess I will lose... Yeah, I think I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to lose 2 Alohamoras. Now, I could have discarded him and drawn a card, but the only reason I'm not going to do that is because I'm going to show you in just a moment. Let's see. Do you want to roll it or do I? It's my turn. So, alright. All enemies are healed 1. Oh, yay! Perfect roll.
What?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. We lose 1. I did it backwards.
What in the world?
I was reading it backwards.
Do this.
I was reading it left to right. Okay. Now, I'm going to play Gilderoy. Oh, I misread that.
Yeah, so get back your Alohomora and then draw a card. Draw a card, because he discarded it. Remember?
No, I think I want to do it this way.
Why?
You'll see. I'd already said I was going to do that anyway. Good. This early on, I was almost guaranteed to get a Alohomora. So I drew a card, then I'm going to discard a card. And it's in my discard pile. Now, the reason I did that is because she's going to let me gain 2 influence. And if I play an ally this turn, someone gains 2 health. So, oh, you know what? It's my turn, right? Did anything? Nothing hit me. So, okay. So I guess I'll heal you. I'll go ahead and heal you. Boom. And that is 2 allies. So now I gain an influence. And then, since I played 2 allies, I get 2 attack strength. So who do you want to take out now?
My boy.
So, I might have 1 more coin if I'd done it the other way, but I'd rather get the 2 damage early. So now I have 4. I will get me some owls. Owls. I'll save you the polyjuice.
I had 7 coins earlier.
Oh, if you get him early and
Yeah.
Kingsley, then we're going to win this game.
Yeah.
I should have shown myself shuffling on camera so people would have not think I'm cheating.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead. Do that.
All heroes reveal the top card of their deck. Reveal a spell, you discard it,
And then
and lose 2 health.
Actually, I'm only losing 1.
because
Yeah.
her new passive. And oh, I was supposed to have lost one because I'm sorry. There you go.
Okay, now it's my turn. So anyone hero gains a coin and a heart. I'm gonna do that one later because I don't know if I want it or I should give it to you.
Right.
So I have 4 coins at the moment. I could do 5.
Spectro Patronum's great unless you just want the item.
Yeah, but I'm about to shuffle my hand. I have to.
Okay, so.
I have to.
Yep, she took it. Wait. She took a damage for that. You have to show the cards that you're playing. You got 3 Aloha, so put them on your.
And I put that on the top of my deck because this.
Yep.
And then 1, 2. That also has coins. 1, 2, 3.
4.
And then 5. So I'm getting a heart.
There. Remember, show the cards as you play them, so that we can go through them step by step.
There we go. And then I get my 2 cards.
And another chocolate frog. I lose a hit point. Now reveal an additional dark arts card. All heroes lose 1 hit point and cannot draw extra cards this turn. And make sure that was not. No. Okay. Let's see. I hadn't even hardly looked at my hand. 3 Aloha Moras. One, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Give you options. I'll gain 2 attack. And if I defeat a villain, I will not. But I'm going to put both of them on Malfoy.
Nice.
And that leaves me with only 3 influence. Are you going to get the Polyjuice, or are you going?
I mean, yeah.
So I guess I will get the chocolate frog.
There you go.
Flipwig. Ah, another die card. Yeah, I should have taken the other one. I haven't triggered this yet. Okay. I lose 2 hit points on your turn. Yay.
And take another card. Do another dark arts.
Educational decree. For each card with a value of 4 or more in your hand, do you have any? You have 1, so you take 1 damage.
And I'm going to do this. I'm going to gain an attack and then remove threat from the location.
Nice.
And then go ahead and kill him and then get rid of another threat.
Okay. Yeah, with these extra cards, we can't just brush stuff off easy. It's okay.
And I'll just put him right there. Then I gain another attack from Crookshank, and I'll put that right here. And I have 3 Aloha Moras, and then I played another spell on my turn, so I gain an extra coin. So I got 4 coins. Yeah, I have 4. I'm gonna go ahead and just get this.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm gonna give you this coin because I can.
Okay, so her passive gives her an extra coin that to any player. She's giving it to me. Remember, go ahead and play the card when you play it, so we can keep count whether or not it's been used. Yes, really smack her. She's ugly. All right, Hogwarts of History, another dice rolling card. So maybe I'm an idiot.